as we are contemplating today's martyrs, Saint Cornelius, Pope and Martyr, and Saint Cyprian, Bishop and Martyr. No wonder we have such great saints, because the Lord Himself has consecrated them in His Word and in His truth. And this is why they were able to conquer even death itself. Let us hear a little bit about their lives. Saint Cornelius, who died in the year 253, the times of the persecutions of the church. He was in exile in Civitavecchia, where is the entrance of the river, the Tiber, as it goes up to Rome. So it's not that far. And so that's where he died. Actually, Rome itself. He opposed Novatian and the rigorist in the Lapsi controversy. He is buried in the cemetery of St. Callistus. So we have St. Cornelius. But Cyprian, he was decapitated on September 14 in the year 258 under Valerian. So 5 years after the Pope Cornelius. Ally of Cornelius, Bishop of Carthage, wrote on the unity of the Catholic Church. Cyprian disagreed with Pope Stephen I, who reigned in the year 254 to 257, and he disagreed over the question of the rebaptism of heretics and schismatics. In other words, even if they are schismatic or heretics, they never are to be rebaptized. First African bishop to be martyred, patron of North Africa and of Algeria, and both Cornelius and Cyprian both mentioned in the Roman canon. So there we had such a universality. Sometimes you think, well, we have African saints. Wonderful, beautiful. So this is what we have today, that the Church gives us, the 2 martyrs. Also, as we're celebrating the Mexican Independence Day, there is also a lot of blood shed. But in this bloodbath for independence, which lasted 11 years of struggling, and not only in Mexico, but most of the Latin Americans, 22 of them, they were also seeking independence. They also underwent a lot of suffering. But in this suffering, we were not just left alone. We had someone, Our Lady of Guadalupe. The banner of Our Lady of Guadalupe was the first flag of independence. And so she was attending to our pain and suffering, and because it was already preceded by the exaltation of the Holy Cross on Our Lady of Sorrows, Nuestra Señora de los Dolores, and then the independence which was accompanied by the image of Our Lady of Guadalupe, and happens to be the very first flag of independence for Texas. Yeah. We have to venerate her and recognize her role in providing us in independence and accompanying us during this difficult struggle of 10, 20 years of continued struggle for independence. And so we'll continue with our Mass and asking the Lord to guide us and to open up the way for us, that the example of these martyrs, the Pope and a Bishop, Cornelius and Saint Cyprian, that they open up the way for all of us to see the meaning of the cross, and that through the cross we are being exalted and praised.